Radha Radhe, a spiritual good morning to one and all on Saturday, 4th February 2023, where we are here to present this recap video of today's Bhagavad Gita study session for chapter 6. Along with me is Mummy.
Radhe Radhe, everybody.
So go ahead and share the screen. We are, just towards the end of our series for chapter 6. And in fact, what we had today first was a quiz on the two verses covered last time. So we had the usual few quiz questions, in this case covering chapter 6, verses 46 and 47. We encourage you to take a look at the description below. That has a link to the JKYog community portal page for this class series. That's where all these slides, the recap videos like this one, and other material are all available week after week for everyone's individual learning and benefit. So please do take a look. You'll find these slides right there. Go through the quiz questions and keep on learning and growing. Again, that is for chapter 6, verses 46 and 47 to complete the content of chapter 6. We then went ahead and had a few participants read the introduction to chapter 6. As always, sounds ironic, but in fact, it is a summary of the chapter as well. So we had a quick run through of that through reading. Mummy explained briefly, and then we got into the longer quiz, which was to cover the first half of chapter 6, specifically verses 1 through 23. So as we get to that quiz, I'm going to ask Mummy if there is a question in particular that you would like to stress about or talk about and stress the importance of it.
Well, first, Gagan, I would like to talk about the introduction. Can I see that first? Yeah. So this is what chapter 6, JKYog, Yoga of Meditation, is all about, where Krishna is telling us that we should, Krishna is recommending to us that we should continue with Karma Yoga. That means we are practicing spirituality while doing our worldly duties. And then Krishna talks about sadhana and how a sadhak should be, then how to do meditation and how to achieve the state of samadhi, that is the most joyous state. And then God realization, how we continue for God realization. And Krishna says those who strive for God realization, they are never overcome by evil. And later Krishna tells us that a yogi is the superior of all. Yogi is a person who strives to attach his mind to God without worrying about the results of his actions. And so that's why the yogi is superior to a tapasvi, a jnani, and a karmi. And most important thing for yogi is that with great faith, he attaches his mind and engages to God and engages in bhakti, that is the loving devotion. Now, today when we had this quiz for verses 1 to 23, I like the question about, yes, I liked question number 8. Question number 8, it talks about if you snooze, you lose. To mitigate all sorrows by practicing yoga, which 4 activities does Sri Krishna say need to be regulated? So the answer is the 4 activities are eating, sleeping, work, and recreation. Now this comes straight, this question is straight from verse number 17. Let's see that verse number 17. We have earlier also done in detail. I would still want to talk about it. That is yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. So basically what is Krishna saying? We have to remember a very important word, which is balance. Balance in everything which we do. Now we do these 4 activities every day, day in, day out. We eat, we sleep, we want to have recreation, and of course we work. If we overwork, then also it's a problem. If we overeat, then also it's a problem. Too much recreation also is a problem. And if we sleep too much, then also it's a problem. So basically, what is it? Our mind may say, or our body may say, oh, I love eating, let me eat more. Or yeah, I'm having lots of enjoyment, too much of recreation. But then what happens? The health goes bad. So basically, we are learning here from Bhagavad Gita, right straight from Sri Krishna, that we need to balance all these activities. Anything indulgence, because this is called bhog. When we indulge, that is bhog. And if we indulge too much, way more than what is needed, then it results in disease. It results in rog. So we need to take care of our body, because through in body we have that mind which will take us to God realization. And here there is a very good story given by Swamiji about Lord Buddha, that when he had given up eating, when he was in meditation, there were these, he started feeling weak. And that time only there were some village women going by, and they were singing a song, which meant that don't tighten the strings of the tanpura too much, because otherwise the music will not come out nice. And Gautam Buddha heard that. And that is when he realized that those illiterate women knew more than what he was trying to do. So then we should do austerities. We should tighten our bodies. Austerities, we must practice austerities like fasting, like doing a lot of yoga, walking, meditation, a lot of satsang, dhyan, japa. But for everything should be in balance. So over to you, Gagan. Which question did you like?
Yeah, thank you for that, Mummy, for question 8 and connecting it to chapter 6, verse 17. My one actually happens to be the next question. So if we go back to the quiz document, it's in fact question 9. Simile, but kind of brings a smile to the face, hopefully, if you misread that word. Question is, what is an illuminating simile used by Sri Krishna to describe the mind of a yogi? And this one is that, straight from the text, just as a lamp in a windless place does not flicker, so the disciplined mind of a yogi remains steady in meditation on the self. It's a great visual, picture that you get, able to see that when there is no wind, the lamp is going to be very, very steady. Likewise, when we are yogis, we would like our minds to have that same kind of discipline and that same steadiness, the lack of flickering. I'll encourage everybody to find the verse for this one in chapter 6, somewhere between verses 1 through 23. And again, keep that in your notes as a handy reference. So that's the one that I thought was helpful to explain, and for lack of a better word, truly illuminating as well for each of us.
They can answer the verse for this in the our YouTube comments.
That's a good point. Yeah, you can go ahead and respond, put a comment, so right again below where the video will be, and answer that there. Which verse does this question 9 relate to? Where does it come from? Chapter 6, provide the verse number. Yeah, we look forward to your comments there. So that, we've given a small summary of a couple of questions that we enjoyed from the quiz. This was quiz 1. Quiz 2 will be next week. So we'll see you on Saturday, 11th February 2023. Same time, 8 a.m. Central Time in Dallas, Texas, 7:30 p.m. in the evening in India. And that'll be for quiz 2 to then conclude chapter 6. Specifically, it will cover chapter 6 verses 24 through 47. So in the next 6 or so days, please do continue to read and study hard. Go through prior material through the community portal page. Again, a description, a link is below. Look at recap videos, look at prior quizzes and documents. And we do, look forward to the enthusiasm when you join us next time. In fact, next time when we meet, we hope we'll actually meet you twice on the same day, Mummy, maybe you can just illuminate us about that.
Yes, so next Saturday, that is 11th February, 8 a.m. CST, Dallas time, we will meet you for Bhagavad Gita study session, this session, where we'll be doing the other half of the quiz of chapter 6. Then at 11 a.m. CST, Dallas time, we will meet you for Bhagavad Gita recitation session, where we are doing chapter 2, and we'll start from verse number 66. Also, I wanted to say something, yes, that right now in this recap video, you are seeing only 2 questions. If you want to see all the 15 questions which we did today in our session, 1-hour session, please join us on the community page, our portal. That is where you will get all the questions, all the slides, all the answers. And of course, the recap video also. Hope to see you next week, 11th February. Till then, wish you all the best. Enjoy your video and learning from Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much. Radhe Radhe.
See you next week. Thank you so much. Radhe Radhe.